I'm going to get changed. First is Kathy. Bye. Good morning. Just getting ready to go for a morning trail run. I felt like this morning was pretty slow. The world's awful night's sleep. I'm just packing up to go for a trail run on a trail which I haven't actually done before. So I'm kind of like through the bush. We're currently in the Blue Mountains, so a very amazing place to do trail runs and stuff. I only got a short trail today, just doing 12k, so just getting all of the gear on. Got to fill up the water bottles and things like that. So yeah, had a bit of breakfast this morning, had some oats, had a bit of a, you know, camping life, instant coffee. I might actually grab some more things to eat because the little sachet, you know, like the little oats sachet package just isn't quite enough. But then I always find like doing two is too much, so yeah, I might grab some sweet potatoes actually in the front there somewhere. And yeah, get going. It's actually very grey today, a bit chilly. It's starting to feel like it's coming up to winter, definitely getting on for the autumn season. It's just suddenly dropped in temperature. It's still like a bit muggy and I can still walk around in little shorts and t-shirts, which I couldn't really do in the UK, but you do feel the temperature drop, and because we're in the mountains you can feel the chill a little bit more. Yeah, I don't actually know if it's going to rain today, so I've got to check the weather. But what I love about being in the mountains too though is there's just no reception, there's no signal. But I'm thinking today, I'm still in this phase of learning Australia and trails and go for trail run. I love doing trail runs, but it's just like in the bush, and yeah, if you get lost it can be a pretty big thing, and just having no signal, so you got to really know what you're doing, and that's why I kind of prefer to know where I'm going. So yeah, that's probably not the best thing about being in the mountains, just no cell reception. So fingers crossed there's going to be a bit more of a clearer path today. So the tracks that I have been doing, this is like my second or third track that I've done on my own. I'm just like to do more of the known trails. I've tried doing trails off of like the well-known parts and parts which people don't really do, but because we've had, well, Australia had so many floods last year and a few floods this year and things like that, a lot of the trails and tracks have been washed away and they just aren't really there anymore and all of that. So the thing for now that I've been doing is sticking to more of the well-known, so all the birdies in the background. Yeah, sticking to more of the well-known tracks. Sticking to a good track today, but I've just found out that there was this long bridge. So I did a bit of research on the track that I'll be doing today before running it. I haven't done it before, so I can't really say, but I looked it online and Mike has done part of the tracks before, and there was this bridge that goes off this like river crossing, and that isn't operating. It's like all been ruined from the floods, and you know, people aren't allowed to go on it anymore. And this is the thing that sometimes you can get on the track and it's been so destroyed that they've blocked it off and you can't do that anymore. So it's a bit like you just have to run and see if you can get anywhere. So I know that's not working today, so we're gonna go check it out, see if I can actually cross it to do this trail. If not, I'm gonna have to head up this way, which is more of the dirt road, so the less preferred route, but we're gonna see. So just gonna fill up my water and get my backpack on and all of that fun stuff, and then we can get going. We spent 2 hours trying to look for a way across the river to do the track. There was literally no way, so it just kind of got to that point where like, we just have to run. It's like almost 10:30 or something. So we wasted a lot of time trying to do that, so I'm just for now going up and down the trail road that we took to the campsite. A lot of it's just uphill, so just doing that to get some ascent in, and then gonna run a bit more of the track which is down below, which is only like 1.5k there and back, so might have to do a number of different loops, maybe do this twice or something, but just need to get it done now. But it's really foggy. You can probably see the cloud cover. The clouds are starting to get really low, so it's starting to get really misty and wet. Not cold though, luckily. So aim is to just get 12k in, and however much ascent I can. This is so spicy, Mike. Did you put something in here?
No, it's a chili one.
So spicy.
I took the chili out.
You know what's going to happen now. Tomorrow's not going to be fun.
Just sitting outside. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, sharing's caring.
You don't like this one?
I don't mind it. It's not dark chocolate. Oh.
Don't ever let her near your chocolate, because she'll say, oh, it's not dark, that's for you. And then she'll go, oh, I can't have any.
Yeah, because you bought it, now it's here, but normally I don't buy it, because I don't like it as much. But, you know when someone else's stuff is just, it's just better than yours. It's like 33%, it's like this thick hazelnut chocolate, but we normally get the darker almond one. So finished run, and I have to say it wasn't the best one, but it was nice to get out on the trail. But I was more doing the dirt track that the 4x4s kind of go up or go down to get to this campsite that we're at, and it's very busy, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
A lot busier than usual, so Mike hasn't been here for...
Many years, at least
Many
like
years.
7,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
And now it's like turned in... It's a national park. But they've put like toilets and, you know, built it so everyone can come here. When before it was just like, if you have a 4x4, you can only get down here.
That's my recollection of it, but that's going back to like when I was 10, you know.
Oh my gosh, so you're talking 20 years ago.
And then when I came back
said like
last,
7.
when I came back last, 7, it was a little bit built up like this, but not crazy.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
now
well,
it's
just had a toilet.
Yeah, and then a sandstone wall to stop your cars going in.
Oh, okay.
And then now it's just like fully changed.
Like, yeah. But we met someone who's doing the 6 foot walk, so it's actually a very popular walk. And we've seen quite a lot of people do the walk today. Not running, but they were all hiking, weren't they?
Yeah, it's a popular hiking walk.
It was very popular. But we met someone who had crossed the river. He took his stuff off and he got pretty wet, I think.
He said he actually...
Yeah, he said he took all his stuff off and walked across the river, and I was like, oh. Well, the bit that we went to try and see if we could cross was a lot further along the stream, so I'm going to run again tomorrow, I think, and see if I can get across. It's going to be a bit wet.
No, well, I think we'll go to those makeshift bridges.
Yeah.
That people
apparently
the other people told us about.
Some sort of man-made bridge to get across.
Because the suspension bridge is out of action.
Yeah, because the bridge that we were supposed to cross is out. Yeah. Which is why we spent about 2 hours this morning trying to find a route across, but the water seems pretty high, and it hasn't been raining too much. Yeah. But now, I feel really disgusting and very sweaty. And we don't have any body wash. So there's a little stream down there, which we may go and have a dip in, to just freshen up and feel half human.
It's going to be very cold.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, at least you don't have more stranglers.
Well, I was actually going to go naked. Weren't you?
No.
You've got it on your face.
What? Chocolate? What is that? A nut?
Yeah.
Oh. In our beach towel. Can you guys see the kangaroos? You look freezing already. Go on.
I'm not that stinky. I don't even smell.
Oh,
It's not that cold.
it's not that cold. I feel like my leg was
So there's my label.
Oh, like actually, no, no.
Come on, we're gonna get up. Come on.
Like there's actually zero reason that you already come back.
Are you looking for a new route?
Just seeing what's out there.
I'm trying to look for a new camping spot to set up at for one night. Not too far away, but something close enough so we can get back to that little spot. So I can explore more of the track tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we're getting to that point where we're getting very hangry. I am.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to point out the spots like, here.
Yeah.
What about here?
We also kind of lost our shelter to cook in.
Yes. I think we've been driving for about 15-20 minutes.
No.
How long? Half an hour?
10.
10?
Max.
No way.
When I typed this in.
No
When I
way.
typed this in, it said 23 minutes.
You've always
and
said
now
that, but then
18.
you have to go like 2 miles an hour because it's all like 4x4 tracks. I actually feel quite good after that river
Yeah.
cleanse. Alright, are we going to set up camp? Are we gonna stay in here till the rain stops?
I don't think the rain's stopping.
No, it won't stop. It's been raining most of the day. Are you tired? Because we're not by the beach. We're in the mountains, and Mike was told after that Spartan race, what do you want? Torn meniscus. So he's out. So you've been waiting for me to do my trail runs.
Sit on my butt.
Sit in your butt. I feel like it's been a very chilled, lazy day today. Not really being able to do much, because once you, like, it's full of trails and stuff, but apart from that, unless you have a dirt bike or, yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? You walk, you hike, well,
yeah.
The same. Trail run. So we're gonna cook some food.
Cook some
Pretty
pasta.
hungry. So this is called Mike's 30-second 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 25, 26, 27. Okay, that got annoying. 50, 51. I don't quite think it's 30 seconds.
It is.
Yeah.
Is 30 seconds, okay? It is.
Camp number 2. And it's really raining. And we've literally just come down this path, found half a decent spot. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's also thundering. So getting a bit wet. We're gonna sort all that stuff out, get something food on, finding some shelter, get some dinner. I love how nice and big this is inside. This is a good idea.
Up there for thinking.
Hmm.
Down there for dancing.
What does that mean?
Up there for thinking. Down there for dancing.
Go on, show us. Show us your moves.
Let's just put it.
I'm always curious about, well, aware that there's probably leeches down here. And I'm really always like checking my socks because they are creepers. They will creep up your leg and it's disgusting. Every time I feel like something, you know, sometimes my brain just goes, oh, that hurt. I bet there's something on me, and I check, there's nothing there. Let's get dinner roll.
Yeah, I need to get there. So you just come this way, please. Thank you.
Let's just shove this. I think this is a great idea. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's cozy. We've got the roof going on. So in essence, right, we literally got the car there. We've attached it to the car. You've attached it to the car.
No, we attached
Clever
it to
idea. Now I'm just deloading the car. So we can set up camp again. And the way that I do it is just throw everything in. And we sort it out when we're in there.
I am an organised
I know. Okay, so we have, this is the current van. I don't know why I keep calling it a van, but this is the car situation. So we had the fridge. We found these cool little stickers. No, they're not little magnets somewhere. At one of the, was it festivals or stalls?
Just like a street market.
Street market, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Because we have no system going on at the moment, we just shove everything in. So this is the project, isn't it? We're going to put a pop-up tent and we're going to sort all of this out so you actually get proper storage.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're getting a bit agitated.
It really, I need things just to have a
organised.
spot. You open it and there it is.
Yeah.
And like
at the moment we're like chucking through everything, like, because we don't know where anything is. Mike's brought a table so we can make some dinner. Eating peanut butter with a knife and fork spoon. pre-dinner snacks. I think we cooked dinner just in time because it's starting to get dark.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too wet. Yeah. We seem to have leakage in here. You see this bit here?
Yeah.
It keeps leaking, even though I scoop it up every time.
Probably because we're in the water runoff and all the water's sitting under the tent.
So we made double portions. We have pasta, and then did you manage to fit the beans in there? Yeah.
Beans, fried
Beans,
rice.
corn, and fried rice. So we've got
Yeah.
double carbs going on. Camp food.
7.
What is the best? Okay, so when you go camping, this is camping talk because we don't really have any signal, and so we have to talk to each other. I'm joking.
What a nightmare.
I know, we don't have any signal. So, questionnaire. Ready? This is the questions off the top of my head. What did you use to cook when you went camping?
Camp ovens. Which is, I'll elaborate, you have a cast iron pot, which is called the oven,
Yeah,
and then you put your meat in there,
yeah.
and then you fill it with stock. So I used to do lamb, and then I used to fill it with beef stock, believe it or not. And then you put vegetables and onions all around in that beef stock,
Cool.
and you built a fire up for the past hour or two,
Yeah.
and then you scoop some coals out from the fire, from red hot coals. Then you put the camp oven on it, you build the coals up around it, you put the coals on the lid.
Can you do that on the beach? Like I've seen people. I think this was actually in Thailand or maybe Bali, but because it's so hot, they cook things in the sand.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool.
So that's what I did. That's what I wanted to do this weekend.
Really, but it's not hot enough.
No, you make the fire. It's something it's best in winter. And then if you
Yeah,
have...
I'm actually so excited for winter because we're gonna. I think you're gonna be so over camping by the time this is finished because it's pouring down rain. We have a hole in the bottom of this, so everything's getting soaked. And we've had a whale of a time making dinner, haven't we? But you're comparing it to van life. This is not van life. This is like hard life.
No,
Isn't it?
I'm not comparing it to van life. This is the reason,
Why you built a van?
is why I built the van,
Yeah.
because I got over this.
Now he's selling it because we've got that 4x4.
Yeah. I don't have all the toys.
No, we can't have all the toys, but we are going to do some sort of setup in the car to make this easier. Like, what do you normally call them? One of those pull-out.
We're going to have a rooftop tent.
Yes.
We're going to have a pull-out awning.
Yeah, I describe all of that all the time. Everyone knows about that now. This is the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna. Is it called an awning?
Yep, and the awning will come off the back.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a slide-out kitchen.
Yeah.
So it comes out, there's your sink, there's your cooker, and then
Okay.
on the other side is your fridge, and your fridge slides out, so you just turn around and go, oh sweet, there you just open it up.
Yeah.
And we're going to have shelves above all
You
that
have
to put
thought
all our
about
shit
all of
in.
this, haven't you?
So it doesn't, we're not just lobbing it in going, where'd I put so-and-so?
I know.
Yeah.
But you're feeling it, not knowing where everything is, because everything is just. I'm
Oh.
like going back and forth because Mike talks and I'm talking and I'm just laying
Yeah.
him because my back really hurts already. We love camp life. So I have camped quite a few times, but it's normally been in one of those really small tents where you can't even stand up. Like we took that last time, didn't we? And Mike was like, no. We'll bring my tent next time because you can actually. It's so big you can actually stand up in it. Well, I can. Can you
Yeah.
stand up on it? So I'm like really
Yeah,
small.
I can stand up in the middle, yeah.
Because normally when I go camping, I just bring one of those quick meal things,
Honestly.
like
that's-
ready meals, like the army kind of packs. Yeah,
That,
dry packs.
I would enjoy that so much more,
Yeah,
personally,
because
because,
they're so much quicker.
yeah.
I had one of those really small. Well, I have a Triangia one. That's right away. That was really good. But I took that up climbing, and it's great. But sometimes you need to carry gas,
Yeah, the big gas
and it,
canister.
yeah, but it goes so quickly,
Yeah.
and it's not that easy to carry. So it just kind of depends. Like every time I go camping, it's been like hiking. So this is why, like, I've had this Thermarest. That's it. really great brand. So if you're looking for a new sleeping mat, this one is great. Yellow one. Took me forever to find. Might be easier now. But it's the super light one, super warm one. And yeah, so everything has to be really lightweight. But with you had like your 4x4s, and so you could bring this huge tent and all of that. But mine was camping on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Which was great, but you have to prepare for every sort of weather condition. Yeah, because I got stuck up a mountain one time. I was very new to camping and new to kind of climbing higher mountains. And I got stuck on top of the mountain in a snowstorm. Yeah, I thought I was going to die that night. That wasn't fun. Yeah, but lessons learned. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way, especially on mountains. Not so great. So you got to bring like all sorts of things, like thermals, but then your wet kit, your warm kit, and then, you know, all your camping stuff. But yeah. I loved camping on top of the mountains because there's not a lot of people there. And so, he's still there. So, you just pick a cool spot, and then you have this amazing outlook in the morning, and I think it's great. So, back to the question. Yeah, I just normally take like ready meals because they're just super quick and easy to make. You need little gear. Is it raining in here?
Yeah, we have a drop.
Oh.
I just felt it on my head.
Okay, what is your... And I'm also going to keep eating while I'm talking to you guys. There you go. Best adventure.
I'm on the spot here.
I feel like you've had quite a lot. Is it like dirt biking?
Yeah, the dirt bikes were always fun ones.
Yeah.
One of my probably most favourite adventure was in my van when I went up. I did a spontaneous week to Queensland because I was just bored.
And you had the time?
Yeah.
How long was that drive?
I got to Queensland in 3 days, which is slow.
Okay, if anyone's from the UK, so I'm eating while talking to you guys. I'm so hungry. If anyone said, hey, let's go on an adventure, but it's going to take 3 days to get there.
That wasn't to the destination.
No?
That was just to the border. And then there was like another day up to Noosa.
So 6 hours to get to the Lake District from where I was in London.
Wouldn't even
and
get you
that was a long journey. It actually normally turned into about 8 because of all the, obviously, coffee stops, snack stops, pee stops, all that. But yeah, 3 days. So where did we went to Melbourne, and honestly, it was like a 5-day trip, wasn't it? And we were driving for a couple of hours every day. Honestly, my back was ruined by the time we got back, and we were just over being in the car. Did you know? I don't think I've actually told you this story before, but the first time I went camping was in my family's garden when I first bought a tent.
Okay.
Because I had never camped before, and I didn't know how to set up, and I didn't know how to use the cooker, and I was... Oh, look at my glasses. And I was like researching on YouTube how to do everything. So I'm currently laying downhill. Yeah, so I bought a tent. I really wanted to go camping, because I wanted to get out and get on the mountain and like camp overnight. I thought it was so cool. But I didn't really have anyone to do it with. So I had to practice somewhere. So I actually set up and got all of my kit out and went in my sleeping bag, and I stayed a few nights in my guardian's garden. And this was like peak of winter time. It was quite cold, and they just thought, why don't you just come and sleep inside their house? But yeah, I thought that was a great idea to just get used to setting everything up and how things work and things like that before like shoving yourself into the wilderness all on your own. So that's how I did it. Cooked coffee in the morning. And by the time I went to drink, it was so cold. Honestly, that was the best time. Yeah, now it's getting dark. It's quite cool because Australia have all sorts of different sounds. So at night time, all the crickets come out, and you can hear sometimes, depends where you are, the frogs, and you can hear all the birds go to bed at night time. So now, like when the sun's coming down, all the birds go to sleep, and you can hear them squawking, and it kind of, yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it? Like all the animals really go to sleep. Well, not really animals go to sleep at night, like when the sun comes down. You hear everything go quiet when it's dark.
Yeah,
and then the other animals come out.
and you hear the nocturnal ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard last night, but there was a fox hanging around.
Was there?
Mhm.
You actually said there was.
Yeah,
Well, there was gonna be.
yeah, I heard him. I only heard him once, and
Oh, I
then
didn't hear him.
he wasn't quite near us, but he was like in the vicinity.
Yeah.
But then he must have left.
Well, we better say good night because it's gonna get so dark. And all we're gonna do right now, it's been a very chill day. We're just gonna finish eating dinner, pack our stuff away, and probably go to bed so early. I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as the sun goes dark here, the sun goes down and it gets dark.
There's
We're like, it's time for bed now, and it's like 7 o'clock.
But there's also nothing to distract you with. Like, there's no
Yeah,
service, so there's no
service, no
socials.
telephone. Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, guys, if you need time to just switch off, just go somewhere where there's like no signal. I do think though, if you go on your own, you tell someone that you're going, but depending on
course.
where you're going, it's nice to have that break from the world now and again. Like being in the mountains, camping, even though we had a bit of a time and a bit of a stressful time getting all of this up and getting soaked. It's great. 'Cause there's like nothing here but you and nature, and sometimes we need that time to disconnect from everyday life and the world and all of other human beings. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you on that note.